Senator Spender.
As we just heard from my Labor colleague, there's some concern about chaos with not knowing whether or not estimates would continue after the calling of an election. You mentioned that when this estimates was set up, there was an order arranged, and that order could have said, irrespective of prorogation, estimates would continue. Is that correct?
That's correct, Senator.
So that would have been a motion in the Senate last year?
So I think that the sitting calendar and the estimates program was agreed in the last sitting fortnight of last year, yes, Senator.
And that was agreed to by Labor, if I recall correctly?
The government put forward a suggested timetable, and that was amended by the Senate on the initiation of the ALP.
But not amended to say that estimates would occur regardless of prorogation?
No, Senator.
Okay, so we could have had estimates regardless of any call of election if Labor supported at the time an amendment to make it so.
Well, I think, Senator, there are probably some practical difficulties in doing that, including having the government go into caretaker mode at the same time as ministers are expected to answer questions before estimates, and not only ministers but agencies as well. But certainly from a procedural point of view, that is something that could have been done.
And I might say, Senator Spender, with all due respect to the way you constructed that question, the trigger for that would be a majority of the Senate, not just if, in your words, the ALP supported it. The officials look at things simply through the matrix of decisions of the Senate. And the way you constructed that question doesn't necessarily mean there would have been a majority.
Similarly, I had a motion in the Senate last week to add that amendment to make estimates occur regardless of prorogation. Now, because of the hours motion that Labor and the government agreed, that pushed off that motion such that it couldn't be considered. As it happens, Labor gave me an indication that they wouldn't be supporting that motion anyway, so I think it's pretty clear that Labor don't particularly care if estimates continues after the election or not.